bang, AJ Bay. I know I'm an adult and this sounds daft, but all my life I just wanted to play and laugh. Last time we were all out of our heads, where we came our beds. We'd walk and fight, protect our gang, then reality came back with a bang. As died, he cut his wrist, reality came back with a fuck off twist. I was only young but grew up fast when reality brought back my past. So much happened to control my mind, the real me disappeared, I couldn't find. I sealed my heart, kept things inside, I made my own wall so I could hide. People tried to enter and get to see what was going on inside of me. I ducked and died, hid when I cried, I couldn't talk, I had too much pride. No one could be allowed to get in, with everything else there was too much sin. I kept within what I couldn't let out, everything to me inside my head just started to shout. No one else could see what was said, I'd cry myself asleep, laid on my bed. So alone a Joey, I guess, they just kept giving me tests. Never once did I tell the truth about my life as a very young youth. I knew what answers I had to write, so they would leave me alone without a fight. They kept on coming to see me again and again. I'd just sit and stare out the window at the rain. The same questions week after week, I was so tired but not through just lack of sleep. Did they think I was stupid? Did they think I was blind? I knew what was going on and what was and wasn't kind. Each and every one tried to break through my wall. It just got higher and each one would fall. They didn't think I was right, especially if I slept on the floor at night. They'd tell me off and have a go for the comfort of things they didn't know. In a corner I was safe and sound, I'd block out whoever was around. They said it's okay to cry, but they didn't understand why. I'd been taught from young it was weak to let emotions show, especially weak. I got moved on, I felt so mad, they didn't seem bothered, maybe even glad. I knew the place, the prison before, nothing had changed when I went back through the door. Not allowed out unless with guards, although it was alright in the field or yard. It was safe but I didn't stay, I couldn't be happy so I ran away. But back to it I got caught, with the police I'd fought. They said I was a piece of shit, they didn't know me one bit. What gave them the right to lock me in a cell overnight? They phoned you in the morning, why couldn't you tell I was yawning? They told you they'd pick me up early hours, they lied, they'd locked me in that tower. Where do you think I got my black eye? You didn't even ask, I just thought why? You were supposed to care and look after me, that's not what I felt but what they could see. But I couldn't ask, I didn't know how, so instead I'd just fight and row. Just left in that room of glass, I didn't know how to ask. You emptied the room, couldn't you see all I saw was gloom? Just me and my bed or a chair, but sometimes nothing, that wasn't fair. I wanted to play with the other kids, but I couldn't, so I just hid. Then you spoke of one of my fears, one I'd kept for about a year. Back with the family? I think not. What part of no haven't you got? You tried and you tried to make me agree. In the end I think you started to see. So instead you chose somewhere else far away. You told me there was no way I could stay. I'd settled down, I'd stopped the fights, but you told me I'd be sleeping somewhere else at night. What was wrong with leaving me there? No one seemed to care. Somewhere new to start again, you never know, you might meet a friend. I didn't want to leave, you just had to make my heart grieve. So yet again I was moved somewhere new, it was somewhere strange, back to the beginning they didn't have a clue. I missed school, got into shit, wanted to come back but you didn't care one bit. I ran away, walked for miles on end, you were wrong, I didn't have a single friend. I kept on talking about going back, that I'd pack up my stuff in a sack. Later on I found out why I'd been moved away, they didn't even have plans to let me stay. Originally they were going to have me adopted, it wasn't a choice which I adopted. Why couldn't they just leave me alone? This wasn't what I knew as home. I'd tried all these years to get home to my mum, I had this little glimpse of hope, my little son. No one ever answered me for questions I'd asked, they'd just carry on talking and someone else I'd get past. Then finally I got what I had dreamt, and back with my mum I was sent. But I should have known, just like I always had, things went from good to bad. I had nowhere left that I could run, the little light had burnt out of my son. So back again I went to a place, it wasn't home but everyone knew my face. I felt so cold and so lifeless. I had myself in such a mess. I didn't know where to turn. My feelings had made my soul burn. I was tired of fearing my fears, and Judgment Day was getting near. I almost let go of everything that I'd kept to hold. I almost let my feelings get told. I started writing poetry, so if I chose, people could see a part of me. I wrote a poem called Girl of Steel, but I still couldn't let go of what was real. So only part was written down. There was too much shit to stop my frown. Things got worse day by day. It started to hurt the more it stayed, but it got locked in too much, let that out. I'd given up on everything. I couldn't even shout.